we did your last highlight
February. Well, last highlight was in May.
Okay, so it's been like 6-7 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the first time I saw you was February of last year.
Okay.
So, yeah, the gray blending started a year ago.
When did you realize it was not for you?
About 2 months ago.
Okay.
And I was like, let me just keep going because it doesn't look bad. It's just not for me.
That's okay.
Everybody likes it. Everyone's like, you look so good. And I was like feeling really proud that I was kind of going on this gray blending route, like embracing it. And then I was like, I just don't actually like it for me. I just didn't feel like I wanted to do it. The wonderful thing is the maintenance is like nothing, right? I mean, that's like the golden card is that there was no maintenance. But I noticed, so I started putting Pulp Riot blush on it.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I mean, absolutely loved it. And then I'm like, but now I'm doing this every 3 weeks.
Oh, really? Well, because
it rinses
so
out. Yeah, it rinses out so fast. And I'm like, I'm kind of now back to doing my hair every 3 weeks. I don't want to go back there. But I really just don't really want to chase the gray blending anymore.
Okay.
I kind of want to go back to a semi maintenance.
Okay.
So I'm willing to come in like every 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have your photos of your talked about?
Yeah. Like when I had my hair really dark, I had to keep up with it every 3 weeks. Otherwise it looked, the demarcation line was too much. So I want to kind of find a middle ground if we can.
Yeah, that's fine. I think some of the photos you showed me were like a little bit more blonde too.
Yeah.
A little more golden than where you are right now.
Yeah, like the ashy, that one's a little ashy, but it's still sort of blonde.
What part do you like, the dark or the light pieces?
The dark.
You like the dark in between.
But I don't want to go, so dark anymore that the grow out looks bad. So I really, this was my attempt to find something.
So my only concern, you have this silver
halo.
Yes, right in the back cowlick area.
I know.
If we put a dark color, that is gonna bug you the most. I already know, when it starts to grow out.
Yeah.
Because we can do demi and surely cover it, but it is so silver. If we do a low light to demi to darken it, you're gonna, and it's in an area that most people don't have. Prefer lightness, so that's the only thing that I don't know if we could try it, but I'm just letting you know this is going to be where the issue is.
I know.
Getting you to wait 3 months.
I know.
That's the only thing.
Well, and that's why I'm kind of hoping. I don't know what to do. I agree. I know that's the spot that's gonna bother me. So, but I'm just kind of wondering what our options are.
So what I would recommend we do is let's see if we can just use your natural as the dark in between first before we jump in and do demi, and just add some more lighter pieces and tone them to be more golden, and see if that works enough first before I dive in and cover this up. Because this I can make warmer, and that will grow out soft against your silver. But if I start putting a demi, which I can, I feel like in 2 months, I don't think you're gonna make it to 3.
Okay.
To where you're gonna be like, I need it done now.
Yeah.
Because it's so bright back there.
Yeah.
If it was more dimensional, I would say you could.
Yeah.
But just because of this one area, it's gonna bug you.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's do that. Let's just add some dimensional pieces and just warm them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I do want more dimension, and I think the other thing is my gray, it's so sparkly, it's almost like tinsel.
Yeah.
And I could start to see, I was like tinsely, and then it gets a little kind of blonde ashy.
Yeah.
And I don't really like that anymore. I kind of want to lean away from the grayness.
Yeah,
so if there's
we can definitely make it golden.
Go more golden. If there's a shampoo I can use.
Yeah, I can recommend a golden shampoo.
Yeah. So Yeah, now look, I'm going in another direction.
But it's okay. It's not necessarily fully going back, because even if we did do the dark demi in between, it would still grow up soft, not like permanent color, because you had like,
very dark.
It was demi, but it looked for like permanent color. It was very dark, it was very solid, it was not translucent at all.
Right.
But let's try this first, and then because we can always add it next time. But just keep in mind, you will still see some silver in between the golden.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, and then we can tone you to be like, maybe instead of toning you to be like a light blonde, we can do maybe like a sandy, darker blonde, almost close to like a dirty blonde for those pieces.
Okay.
So that way overall it looks darker, opposed to toning you to the light blonde pieces in that photo.
Okay.
Because we're not going to be adding the dark low light, so I think tone-wise, if we do something a little bit more of a dirty blonde for those light pieces, will make you feel overall darker.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good?
Okay.
Okay.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. So this week I have a returning client who we originally did a gray blending transformation on her, and she has then just kind of let it grow out, and now she's wanting something a little bit different. It was great in the meantime to have something low maintenance, but now she is wanting something with a little bit more maintenance and something that is going to warm up around her complexion and just complement her skin tone, if anything. So I'm gonna go in with my signature placement, and we are technically still doing a gray blending because we're working around her gray pattern and doing something that is going to be still complementary to her gray pattern, but not necessarily be silver like she said in the consult. So we're going for more of a golden tone today to just make her feel more natural in that sense. And so I'm going in and just doing more of like a medium to chunky weave depending on the section. I do a mohawk section all the way up. I did hairline foils around the nape, and then now we're doing the mohawk section. I would say I'm doing more of a medium weave rather than a baby light for this back, just to kind of break up this silver back here. And in the consultation, we did kind of go over whether we would do a demi in between. I said let's skip it because I'm more so less is more to start off with, and then kind of build from there, meaning I never want to sell more service to a client if they don't need it. So for her color, I recommended we not do a demi and just do these highlight and warm them up around her gray and have it blend that way. And the reason why is because I didn't want to create any type of harsh grow out. In the back where she has that silver patch, I might spot treat a little bit, but I'm not going to be adding any depth or lowlights in between to start off with. Now later, if she decides that she wants to then add it then I will, but this is going to give her the ultimate softest grow out. And again, gray blending is more about less is more, in the sense that you want something that is just going to blend the softest, and I think just adding highlights around the natural always blends the softest as it grows out. Now I'm doing the side money, and we are just weaving that, taking diagonal backs off the hairline here, and everything is going to be just very blended and soft. So I am weaving the entire thing. Normally you guys see when I do these corrections on clients wanting to go lighter and breaking up maybe solid dark color, I normally utilize slices, but because this is more of an enhancement and we are just working around her natural, I am utilizing more weaves in her entire placement to kind of just break it up and give a very subtle enhancement throughout her hair. Now fast forward to her future appointments. I don't have footage of it, but as she comes in for her color, we start to just do demis at her root, and then every now and then we'll do a mini partial around her hairline just to kind of give her a little bit more blonde and face framing with the color. And so we lifted her to about a level 9 and then started to rinse out the foils just to get her ready and prepped for the toner. So for her toner, we're doing a more warmer tone for her. So we did a shadow root of 7-0 using the Danger Jones gloss toners, and then later I mixed up for the mids and ends the 8-34 and the 9-3, and I added that with clear. So we did the shadow root first, and then we applied the lighter color on those mids and ends and let that sit. And again, when she comes in for her touch-ups, we are just going to be doing demi to kind of sheerly cover those grays, and what that's going to do is make her grays start to look like highlights as she comes in for her touch-ups.
Good. Looks good.
Feels good.
Looks very nice.
And then after we did the color, I actually added in some extensions. I did tape in extensions from the hair shop. We did a few various different colors to kind of help mimic her natural, to kind of give her some more volume on the ends and length, and I absolutely loved it. I don't have the color swatches, but they're pretty good if you go in store to get your color matched. So
Wow. It looks really good.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it.
So good.
It's like a whole new me.
From like short above the shoulder bob to this. Love.
Love it too. You did amazing.
Thank you.
alrighty, so here is the finished result. I'm sorry that the lighting is not the greatest. The sun was actually setting at this point, so it's a little bit more of a darker color, but you guys kind of saw what it looked like in my room versus what it looked like in the front of the salon here. But this is her with the extensions, and for the extensions I typically will have my clients come in every about like 4 to 6 weeks depending on how fast their hair grows. But again, yes, for her maintenance, all we do is a demi to sheerly cover the grays to mimic and make it look like highlights, and then sometimes we'll add in a mini partial, which is just a few foils around the face frame. Alrighty, that is it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in, and I will talk to you next week.